Hello and welcome back to the Cynical Optimists. And I don't know about you, but it's episode 22. Everything will be alright. We got a great show for you.
Yay!
I am Phil.
And I am Nick.
And this week, the topic, as it is, 20 years of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And the whole world is ranting and raving about their love of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing Digimon.
Yes!
But before we get to that, and believe me, I'm sure it'll be a great discussion, we'll begin, like we always begin, with film and TV news.
Actually, no, we won't. I'm going to have to stop you there, Phil.
Book news?
It's my own news.
Personal news?
No, I'm pregnant. No. I've finished Gotham Season 2, but this kind of TV news.
It's
Netflix,
about TV.
Netflix news. Yeah, I like it. I enjoyed it. It's much better than the last season. It's genuinely it's not. I actually kept rolling with it. I binge watched it because it actually kept my attention, and for that reason I think it's better than the CW shows.
I don't know. When I got it, there was a period where I was just binge watching. Season 2 of Arrow was real good.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I will get there, but it's just a bit of a chore. Whereas Gotham Season 2 didn't feel like a chore, which was nice.
I think Arrow benefits as soon as he starts adding other people to his Arrow team.
Right. Yeah.
Because when it's just him, he does lots of narration and it's kind of
flashbacks and
yeah.
I'm so angsty. I was on an island, sort of thing. Yeah. No, but Jim Gordon's getting is becoming a better lead each time. I think. He used to be kind of like the sort of good cop, quite a cliche, and now like as things keep happening to him, gets quite messed up and stuff, and he's becoming sort of like the no nonsense badass now. I could imagine him with a moustache now, whereas I couldn't last series. So hopefully it will lead towards the moustache.
The reveal.
Yeah, he'll open a cupboard or something, and there'll be a moustache there, and he'll be like, "I'm Gordon." No, but he's actually got like catchphrases and everything now. He keeps saying like, "You son of a bitch," and it's pretty cool. He keeps saying that. He's good. He's cool. I like him.
That wacky Gordon with his catchphrases.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it.
Gonna have it on all the t-shirts.
Azrael happened and then ended immediately, but there was like 3 Azraels in the comics. So
fair enough.
Yeah, fine. Yes, more DC news, obviously, because that's now a thing. Phil, actually, I've questioned some of these stories.
Morals.
Sorry?
What?
Which Justice League member will appear in 2018's The Flash?
Is it Cyborg?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I actually guessed that. I didn't
First
know.
time, yeah. Well, it's only because he hasn't had any screen time in any other films, whereas The Flash has, Wonder Woman has, Batman has.
I mean, he had that teaser trailer in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, true. But we haven't really seen him do much. So yeah, that's happening. Apparently.
Well, if you're rushing to catch up with a studio that's far ahead, you need to put many heroes in as early as you can.
I think I'm going to do another op-ed about DC further down the line. I don't actually think. Do you know? I think they should have just. I quite like Suicide Squad because it sort of just says, "Oh, things have already happened." Like it's a universe. Get used to it, type thing.
Yeah.
And I think I'd actually rather they did that.
Really?
In some ways.
I think they should have taken their time more. And when it got to the point of Infinity War in Marvel,
I don't know, because
they could have been presenting the simple option that didn't require you to watch 10 TV shows and 20 movies.
True, no, but I think when we watch a Batman animated film or a Justice League animated film, I watched a couple earlier in the week, and what I like about them is that even though there's no existing continuity in those particular films, they just go straight into it, and they're like, "Here's a Justice League, it exists." And I still think...
Almost like how the X-Men do it.
You're right.
Some installments, they're just like, these are the X-Men.
Exactly. The first X-Men was like, oh, these are the guys. And then introduce them in cool ways and just establish them. But you don't need to do backstory, Justice League, do you?
No.
So, I mean, fair enough, I think it's fair enough that they're starting to... I think they're starting to, because they whacked the Flash in Suicide Squad and stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough, do that.
They're starting to get their bearings.
They don't need to do the Avengers thing because that was a really long haul plan.
Yeah. And well, the thing is, if the Avengers hadn't started first, it probably wouldn't have taken off as well.
No, but the
It
Justice
had
League
to strike
is already
first.
kind of. I think it was probably more established than the Avengers.
I knew the Justice League, but I didn't know who the Avengers were.
Yeah, exactly. So
Batman and Superman are far more household names.
I
They
don't-
require less.
I hope
really.
the Justice League film doesn't take a lot of time saying this is the Flash and he was struck by lightning and this is Cyborg, because I just want them to go straight into it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, although the trailer footage would suggest that.
From
gonna
Batman
spend
v
lots of-
Superman, yeah.
Well, no, the trailer footage from Justice League where he's like wandering around the fisherman's market looking for
Yeah,
Aquaman.
true. But only like the teaming up. I don't mind that, but I don't need to know the origin stories of everyone who exists, which is fair. So yeah, fine. That's
Recounting monologue.
that's Cyborg appearing in Flash. I haven't written any jokes about it because I can't really get much out of that. Yeah, though it'll be over in a flash. I don't know.
I don't
Cameo.
know, he'll run into the Flash zone or whatever it is. The Flash. You know when he runs really fast.
Oh right, yeah.
Runs through time. He'll just turn up in that teaser trailer scene of
Yeah.
like, the cyborg being made and be like, "Ooh, pretty," and then just run away again.
That'll be it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Nah. Henry Cavill has teased a picture of the black costume from Justice League.
His black costume.
Apparently Superman's going to have the black costume, like the Death of Superman. When he comes back and he's got that mullet and the black costume.
See, I've heard different things about the Death of Superman comic. I've heard some people say it's great.
Yeah.
Actually, I've heard more people say it's terrible.
Well, they're not going to take Infinite, but everyone, I think it's pretty cool, the black costume.
Although it's like, no. The reason we feel that Batman v Superman didn't work is because it's meant to be day versus night. We hear you loud and clear. Black outfit for
Night v
Superman.
night, yeah. No, I think he'll. I think if anything that will help, because when he gets back to the blue costume and stuff, I think he's finally going to be like the symbol of hope that he's supposed to have been 2 movies ago.
Maybe he'll have the underwear on the outside.
Maybe
That'll be like the establishing shot. It'll go up to his
crotch,
ass.
just crotch shot.
The crotch shot and be like,
he's
I've got
back.
my underwear on the outside now. It shows my inner peace.
No, I'd like them to do that, because then we might, once they show like the darkest bit of Superman, we might finally get Superman saving cats out of trees and shit, which is what we want. That's what I want, anyway. Have I got any more DC news? Yes, I have. I tweeted about this, not sure whether to put it in the news or not, but I'm going to. Flash and Supergirl are having a musical crossover.
Yes, I heard about that because they're both on Glee.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, at least when people say DC does not know how to have fun, they can point at their CW shows.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really care for that. Not bothered. You bothered?
If I ever started watching The Flash, and maybe
if it's part of the continuity, because I am going to start watching Flash at some point.
Yeah.
And if it's part of the continuity and I have to, I might. But that's the only opportunity. That's the only.
That's how they defeat the end of season villain.
Yeah. Oh dear. Imagine if that was Flashpoint. Imagine if the whole Flashpoint was just a musical. I'd watch that, actually, to be fair. Thomas Wayne singing. Imagine if they did that. Anyway.
Write it, make it happen.
Yeah.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
We've had the Rogue One trailer now.
Yes. Have you seen the one that replaces the music with Beastie Boys?
No.
I mean, literally the first thing that went through my head when I was watching this is, no one show this to Warner. They'll get this one man to re-edit the entire film. And then
As that trailer,
yeah. And then all John Williams classic tracks
replaced with Bohemian Rhapsody.
And then I was at peace.
Spirit in the Sky, yeah.
Yeah, at least Disney, they might be money-hogging maniacs, but at least they let John Williams do his soundtrack. And
no, he's not doing Rogue One.
Is he not?
No.
Ah.
So it could happen.
John Williams Jr.
It's the guy who normally works with, what's the director's name?
What, the Rogue One director?
Yeah, he did Godzilla as well. Gareth Edwards.
Ah.
That's him. It's the guy who normally does the music for him.
Yeah. But I thought the trailer...
Can you imagine, that scene where they show in the trailers where they're all going along in that little shuttle and she's like, may the force be with us and stuff, and like, the spirit in the sky. I can see that.
It just becomes a trope in itself. Spirit in the sky plays whilst people are in some kind of aerial vehicle.
I can see it.
No, I thought the trailer though was real good.
Yeah, I predicted what would happen, But I didn't mention it on the podcast, which I'm a bit annoyed about, because now I didn't set it in motion, like I set it in stone, because I knew it would be title card, and then Darth Vader breathing, and then cut to black type of thing.
Yeah, well, that's a very much a Star Wars Disney
obvious,
film
wasn't it?
thing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't even particularly gasp that much, because
I'd read the news that he was going to be in it.
I just knew. I just thought, okay, they'll flash the title card. It will say Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, and then we'll have like the back of Darth Vader going.
Yeah.
And it was exactly like that.
I thought the rest of the trailer was real good. I like the kind of remix of like the more kind of
Imperial
thunderous
March. Yeah.
version of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I like the fact that because obviously when you watch Episode 5, that's clearly the first time the Rebels have come across AT-ATs with shields. Because they start shooting and they're like, this isn't working.
Oh yeah,
so it's quite nice to have the shot of the bazooka like smacking it in the face.
And it's like, oh, you bitch. It moves real quick, doesn't it? It gets shot.
Yeah, it gets like
backhand.
So I thought that was I quite like that shot.
Yeah. Please just be good. I hope it's good. It looks good. I'm pretty buzzing.
I think it's in safe hands. At worst, it will be entertaining. Like, that's the thing. Like, at the worst, a Marvel film will, a Disney film will just kill a few hours, and you won't really feel that regretful.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
You said Marvel.
No, but Disney now.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Yeah, Disney tend to have a good track record. Like, I hope it does. I think I've written about this, but I'm not going to bang on to it. I hope it does a little bit different to the main stories, because they've got the opportunity to. Anyway, sad news on the Star Wars line. Kenny Baker has passed away.
Yeah, I read about that.
Played R2-D2 in 4, 5, and 6. I'm not sure about 1, 2, and 3 because it was CGI most of the time.
It was 1, 2, and 3 as well.
He was as well, alright.
He was for a bit of 7, but he was training up his successor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then 8, because obviously 8 finished shooting before he died.
Right.
He was a consultant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So someone else had taken over.
Oh, no, it was real sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, shame about that. I'll lighten the tone again, don't worry. Phil, we watched The Killing Joke a few weeks back. Guess what the next animated Batman film will be?
I actually saw the trailer for this before you arrived.
Shit, I was hoping this would be one that I got you over on.
Adam West.
It is.
Back in it's the Cape Crusaders, isn't it?
Return of the Cape Crusader with Adam West, Burt Ward and Julie Newmar as Batman, Robin and Catwoman.
It is the DC film I am most excited for right now.
It looks pretty good.
Because it looks like I'm a bit sad that the animation actually looks too up to date.
No, do you like how that trailer was they addressed the camera and stuff, and did you see the trailer for the '66 Batman film?
No.
Like back then, they did the same sort of thing. They were just like, Robin, we've got a film coming out, and it's got the Riddler and it's got the Joker, and it's like exactly the same sort of style. Ah, great. Yeah, they're real. I like DC at the moment because they're giving us the sort of, even if you're not a big fan of what the Snyderverse is kind of doing,
they're giving you variety.
You've got the CW shows, you've got Gotham, you've got these animated films.
Yeah.
Like, just go and pick what suits you. You've got the comics still. Like, just pick what you want, or watch the animated series back on Netflix. Just. I don't like how there's so much pressure put on the live action films when you've got so much variety to go and choose.
Yeah.
So stop complaining, everyone. You've got plenty to fucking choose from. You can have Adam West, or you can have Batfleck punching people in the face.
Crossover.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. Batman just throws a crate at Adam West, and it's the end.
No, he has like D-crate spray and sprays it, and it just disintegrates.
He'd somehow win. Who would win out of all the Batmans, Phil?
Adam West.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. I'd probably say
they'd all the serious Batmen would get distracted fighting each other, and
Adam
then
West
it'd be in like an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah.
It has that upper railing.
Yeah.
And then he'd go, "Hey!" and they'd all look up and go, "Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb," and throw a bomb down.
Yeah. I reckon he'd have like an anti-Bale spray, an anti-Conroy spray,
anti-Batfleck
spray. Yeah, I'd see that.
Yeah, I reckon he'd win.
I'd watch a crossover if they did that as well. And if they charged like £40, I'd go and see it. Okay. More TV news. We've had a trailer for the British Bake Off.
Oh, yay.
David Suchet has joined Doctor Who Series 10. He played Poirot in the Agatha Christie show of the same name. I say of the same name, it is the Agatha Christie show. We've also had the Doctor Who movie from 1999? 1996? Whenever that was.
Yeah.
It's been released on Blu-ray.
Yay.
Yay. I've said about the Flash and Supergirl musical crossover. Tenuous Link. Sorry, I rushed through that last bit, but
It's alright.
One of the Guardians of the Galaxy writers is working on Detective Pikachu script.
That is literally the same Tenuous Link I had down.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's good to know that we both read that story.
Yeah, good. See?
And it's the guy from Gravity Falls. I've never
That's
seen
right,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Hooked on a
Pika!
Nice. Okay, and with that...
Now, my suggestion for this scene is that the dialogue is Pika Pika, Pika Pikachu. Alright, no, it's got to be Pikachu, Pikachu, Pika Pika.
Well, that's right, because it's just Pikachu in this film, as far as we've heard, isn't it? And, like, they don't have a lot of dialogue, particularly.
Apparently, I don't know. I'm not sure if Detective Pikachu's meant to be like Meowth and can talk, or whether it'll just be other characters like, what is that, Pikachu? Little Jimmy down the well.
Like C-3PO does in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the one thing I hate about Force Awakens, that BB-8 and R2 can't talk, and C-3PO was just like, what's that, BB-8? I should get this red arm replaced. What's that, R2? The map is in the droid Death Star thing. And I'm like, shut up, C-3PO, no one cares.
But then they don't overdo it. It only happens, like, 3 or 4 times.
I know, but it's like so obvious, because in one scene, he's, like, repeating everything that they beat.
Because he's got nothing else to do.
Oh, I know, yeah.
C-3PO literally, like, he's had that spin-off comic now, but that's about it.
Explaining how he got the red arm. Who gives a shit? Like, why does he have, like, I don't want to know why he has a red arm. Just fucking leave it. Anyway, Phil.
Anyway.
Is it gaming news, or have you got some personal news as well?
Well, I've got a tenuous link. Did you know that? No, we've just done that story. No, gaming news. Well, it was Gamescom. It's just been going on this week. So there's been a bunch of new trailers. New trailer for Yooka-Laylee, showing off the first of the transformations and the game, the hub world, and some of the levels. And the music is great. Because I'm not sure, have I talked about the Yooka-Laylee toy box on recording yet?
Yes, I definitely think you have. Cause
okay.
I put a thumbnail on. Oh, gaming comebacks, go backs.
Ah, yes, that was last week.
Week before. Yeah, Suicide Squad was after.
Episode 20. So yeah, and that looks real good. Oh, it made me order a pair of Yooka-Laylee socks.
Just from the trailer?
Yeah.
That's not what they were advertising, was it?
No.
But you just thought, done.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Deadshot is joining Injustice 2, and Harley Quinn is being redesigned to look more like the Suicide Squad version.
I saw the trailer. Well, there's different skins, isn't there?
Yeah. So it's also kind of the classic look as well.
Yeah. I saw this.
Yeah.
Looks okay.
Because I was playing a bit of Injustice today, actually.
Wait, what, 2? No, it's not.
No, Injustice 1.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what makes Deathstroke and Deadshot different to play as yet, so I'll actually be interested to see, because obviously Deadshot's got the guns on his arms.
More guns.
But both of them have guns and both of them have swords.
More guns, though.
Just more guns.
Wait, does Deadshot have a sword?
Deathstroke has a sword.
Yeah, but Deadshot
apparently has
really?
a sword. Yeah, you can see it in the trailer.
Oh.
He uses it less.
Is it a sword gun? Can
No.
you shoot from the sword?
No.
Oh. Shame.
It is a shame.
Well, they're not having my money.
I was going to buy that game until just then.
Gun sword, sold.
So I was going to buy it if I didn't know. I was going to buy it if it did. But if it doesn't, and I know it doesn't, then I can't live with myself.
What I don't get is how is Harley and how's Harley going to go up against like Superman? How are they going to balance the power deficit there?
I don't know. They do somehow.
Superman could just laser her in the face.
Yeah, but if we're getting into like the reality of all this, then the Flash can basically kill anyone with his overpoweredness.
Apart from Superman.
No, he can literally like vibrate himself out of reality and stuff like that.
Yeah, I reckon Superman would just win.
I think
except unless you explain that Batman like found something that's like, unless it's Adam West's Batman and he's found some anti-Flash spray. Anti-Flash actually sounds like a household detergent. That could work. No, carry on.
it'd be the super slowdown spray.
Yeah.
You'd spray it and then the Flash
then, like,
would be stuck in slow motion.
Yeah, but it's like 60s like effects, and it's just a guy running in real slow motion past Adam West, and Adam West just like.
You mean opposed to 2016 effects of the Flash racing Supergirl?
That's probably worse, to be fair. Yeah. No, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so that's they're joining Injustice 2, which is out I think later this year. The first Metal Gear game has been announced since Hideo Kojima, the series creator, left Konami.
Huh.
It's going to be a survival game, but it won't cost as much as a regular retail game. It will cost around the same as a game called Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero. So that game was essentially like a demo for Metal Gear Solid 5. It was only like 2 hours long or something like that, but it was released at like 15 quid as its original price. So this game apparently would be like that, and it would be online survival game. And yeah, people are just like, well, once you lose the creative lead, the person who's done it for all those years, it's like, you do lose a bit of faith that the series will still be good.
I don't know, George Lucas.
It's true, but Hideo Kojima's actually been making good games. He didn't make a Metal Gear Solid 1, 2 and 3.
Slots before.
Nuts.
Let's tell the origin of...
It goes back to when Snake was a boy.
Yeah.
It's the first scene of Solid
Yippee! Snake! You can go back to work now. I'd watch that. Or play that, or whatever it is. Are you an angel? Are you an angel? Sorry, carry on. No, let's stop milking that.
Childhood Snake.
No.
Yeah, that's really all there is to say on the Metal Gear Survive. Lots of people are just like, why would they do such a thing? Because Konami have been trying to move away from video games, but then it turned out they weren't making as much money, so now they're going back to video games. Funny enough. It's, you know, it's a whole journey of discovery that companies go through.
I had the same problem 2 years ago when I was making video games, and then I stopped.
Yeah. And
then I realised I wasn't making enough money.
Yeah.
So I started making video games again.
Your games are my favourite games.
Yeah. They're the best games. Period.
Have you ever heard of the Mass Effect trilogy?
Yes.
EA.
There's 3 of them.
Absolutely looking at remastering them.
Great.
That was the biggest piece of non-news of the week.
Right.
Because
we probably might look at that, yeah.
Well, the thing is, EA previously had said they're not doing any remasters. But then you've got Skyrim and Bioshock, and all these, and like, Nintendo are making like $1 million. And they're like, "Oh, look, remasters make money in a low effort. We're EA, of course we want to do that." So now there's that coming out.
Great.
Have you seen the news about the new DLC for Battlefront?
Yes, Death Star fighting, shooting.
It's the first actual space mode.
Yes.
In the series that was known for having great space battles once upon a time.
But it's not like you can get in the ships and get out of the ships, though.
No, I don't think so. You can destroy the Death Star, though.
Yeah.
It's like that's like supposed to be the idea, isn't it?
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing Death Stars being destroyed, to be honest. So.
Well, wait until December, you get to see one being built.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, sweet. That's going to be a great twist, isn't it?
But yeah, so they're like... I think for people who bought Battlefront and have sat through like a year of very slow drip-fed DLC of not very exciting stuff, it will be alright.
The thing is, they're charging something like $15 if you're not on a season pass.
Something like that.
$15 just for another one mission. It's unbelievable.
It depends how much use you're going to get out of the game mode, but $15 is just... Well, that's about... Well, once upon a time that had been about £10, but in our economy, it's about £15. Yeah, and I wouldn't pay £15 for a new game mode.
No, not at all.
It would have to be literally the size. It would have to be more than one game mode. It would have to be absolutely huge. It'd literally have to be like half a game's worth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily. Yeah. Well, because that is pretty much half a game. 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, don't bother with that. Just wait until there's some sort of remastered edition.
Wait until those people who are making Battlefront 3 release their new IP, because it'll be just like playing Star Wars, but everything will be slightly tweaked. It'll be like
but again, I don't want
capital X wing. It'll be a K wing instead of a Y wing.
Yeah.
And it'll be the Z torpedo instead of the A wing.
What do you reckon the noises will be like? For like TIE fighter, it'll be like...
They'll be played in reverse, so it'll be wob 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 wob.
Nah, fair enough. That's still rolling ahead, is it? That thing?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Are you aware of The Witcher 3?
I am aware of The Witcher 3.
If you buy the Game of the Year edition on consoles, you can't move your save data from the regular edition.
Right.
So, if you only bought the regular edition and you wanted because the game of the year is usually just game plus all DLC.
Yeah.
You'd have to start again.
Great.
Bear in mind that's consoles, so if you have it on PC like me, then it's fine.
Oh, you can still move across on PCs.
Well, PCs are generally a lot better about that kind of thing. It's because the consoles themselves have to treat them as like two different save types.
Right.
Because they're technically two distinct games.
Right, I see, yeah.
And then, I don't know why that's a problem that couldn't have been sorted, but it's just...
Unlucky.
It's just something to consider if you want to if you wanted to get all the DLC for Witcher 3 and what the best way to do it. It might not be Game of the Year, unless you've only played a few hours like me, who's played 3.5. So I could easily redo that.
But you're on PC anyway, so...
I'm on PC anyway,
you're
so
fine. Everyone else, you suck.
Yeah, if you've paid like 200 hours on console...
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Just
essentially.
You'd have to buy the DLCs. Separately.
Yeah, that'd probably be the better way to do it.
Yeah. There you go. Top buying advice from the Cynical Optimists.
Yep, we are good at that. Anyway, Scott Pilgrim, you're aware of this?
Yes.
The comic book series, the film, the game.
Big fan. The game.
There was a game a few years ago.
Oh.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World came out around the same time as the movie.
Didn't know this.
Due to licensing, it has recently been made unavailable again.
Was it sort of based on the movie effects and the story and stuff?
It was based on the art style of the comic books.
Yeah.
So
did it take any influence from the films? From the film?
I'm not sure.
Because they changed the plot slightly in the film.
Yeah. But the creator of Scott Pilgrim said it is actually his #1 mission to make it so the game is back available on some kind of method. Because he wants it to be available again. So that's interesting. Because I'd never played it, but I'm guessing it's probably based on the art style that screenshots I've seen looks like 2D platformery.
Right, yeah.
Probably a fun little thing,
Yeah.
but it's nice that
It's
he's taken an actual interest in it.
Yeah.
Because there are some adaptations of films and TV that are just terrible, like most of the Family Guy stuff, and some that are good.
The Quest for something?
It's the Quest for Stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And then they made like some PS3 game that apparently was just terrible.
Right.
But then you have South Park, who spent years making terrible games, and then actually decided, you know what, if we're going to have no go make a game, we're going to do it ourselves. And that's why you got the Stick of Truth, which is actually seen as quite good.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know. Wouldn't care. Continue.
Fair enough. Nintendo let Twitter name a Nintendog.
A Nintendog?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Apparently.
Wow.
And it came apparently it was named Waluigi.
Keep talking. Okay, you're on it. Sorry.
We're opening the window.
Don't edit that out. It's fine. We'll keep rolling.
You're editing this week.
Oh shit. Staying in.
So yes, it ended up being named Waluigi. And if you consider how the internet has named things before, it could have been far worse.
Nintendo doggy. I'd love that.
I was thinking like ruder, like that. Did you hear the story of those like the soft drink? I think might have been Mountain Dew.
Right.
Then in addition, they let the internet name it.
Great.
And the winning name was Hitler Was Right. And obviously that was the whole thing with Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing. Referring to.
Yeah, it could have ended up a lot worse. It could have literally ended up being Sony is better.
No, that's not bad going, to be fair.
So I think Waluigi's a charming name. It's gonna be the middle name of my first child, I think.
I didn't even know Nintendogs was still a thing.
No.
No, talk over it.
We're
louder than planes.
We're recording in an airport bathroom today.
We're doing just today. It's the Synopt headquarters, you mean, Phil?
We insisted on recording at the halfway spot between our houses, and this is what we get. Literally halfway. Toilet and toilet in an airport. Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, well, the last Nintendo game was a launch title for the 3DS. So you never know, they could be... That might be one of the ones that come back for mobile.
I'm pretty sure all my Nintendogs are dead. I don't even want to go back onto it because I'm sure I'll open it and they'll just be starving and foaming at the mouth and just I don't know.
Just you open up and it's just a skeleton and it's like
oh no, that would make me feel really. Even if they're fine, I'd still be really depressed because I'd be like, I'm so sorry, I left you.
But that could be a good mobile game because they've done their Miitomo, which was the beginning of the year, and then they've done Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Nintendogs. You could have it with you all the time.
Hmm.
Oh,
And then, like Pokemon Go, you keep it open. You can take them for walks and stuff.
talking of which, this is completely different. This is just regular tech news. Have you seen that thing that apparently lets your dogs call you? It's like
No.
it's like essentially FaceTime that you have low down on the wall in your house, and it's got like a paw thing, and your dog puts its paw on, and it's if you're like away for work.
Right.
You can call and you'll appear on the screen and be like, hello, and your dog will be like, hello.
The dog will be like, hello, will it?
Yeah, I don't know. But the video for it was like, it's meant to be for people who obviously work away from home and spend long days at work, for them to call their dogs and check out their cats.
I'm just going to say, I've been on FaceTime with my parents and I've spoken to my dogs and they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, my dog just ignores me.
They're just like, someone's calling, and then they go and see something else that's more interesting.
Yeah.
They don't acknowledge anything. They rely on smell. So how the fuck does this thing work?
Bear in mind, you can it releases treats as well. You can press a treat button on your phone and it will like spit one out the other end.
Right. So you're just like, you're bribing them for your attention, basically. You're just like, no, please.
You got to wonder whose benefit it's for, actually. Because a dog with the radio on, as long as it's not for a ridiculous amount of time, in which case you probably shouldn't be leaving them regardless, they're probably quite happy.
Yeah.
Just sleeping.
Yeah.
My dog definitely is. I'm sure your dogs probably are.
Yeah, they demand Skrillex, so that's the only problem. If I try and leave them with, like, Radio 2 or something, they're like, fuck this. In their dog voice. No, okay, fine. Is that your 10-year sling for the discussion?
That's 10 years.
Yes.
No, there's one more story.
Because that could have led on to
That could have led on. But unfortunately, we've got one more, which is fans have remade remaking GoldenEye 007's multiplayer in the Source engine.
Right.
And that was just because I included that because it reminded me of when they remade GoldenEye 007 for the Wii. And the biggest change they made was the crappy, stretched out, pixelated version of Pierce Brosnan's face. You got the N64 one, was swapped out for Daniel Craig. And it was just the most confusing switch, because obviously it was licensing, copywriting and images and all that. But he wasn't in that film. I don't get it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's being remade with, like, apparently, like, polished and cleaned up and things.
Huh.
So, because that's the multiplayer mostly, because that game was never meant to have multiplayer. Because it was developed by Rare, who developed Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. And at the time, it was all about, the single player, like, shooters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They actually developed the multiplayer in their own time and put it in the game without permission. And that is one of the things that GoldenEye is actually remembered for most of all.
Right.
Is its great multiplayer.
Right, yeah. I've always seen it appear on forums and stuff like, GoldenEye was the best.
I mean, I'm not sure how much it would hold up now. Like, compared to modern shooters and all.
Well, now that we've got this fan remake, or remaster, or whatever you said.
Well, supposedly the gameplay's being tweaked, but the thing was, at the time you only had one analog stick, so it was essentially you shot parallel to the ground. There was no of this up and down.
None of this up and down shit. None of this X and Y bollocks. No, Y bollocks.
Z?
Y axis.
It depends. Because it depends if you've got X and Y going along the ground, or
I've just opened up a conversation with a maths student.
Or X and Z going along the ground. Either way, it's a third dimension.
Brilliant.
None of this third dimension bollocks.
Speaking of dimensions,
it's time for our discussion. Take it away, Nick.
So Digimon. We've decided to watch the first 3 episodes of the first season, which was called Digimon Adventure.
Digimon. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Yes, it's a group of 7. It's a group of 7 kids.
The Digidestined.
Who are the Digidestined? I don't know. I haven't read anything around this, by the way. I used to watch this as a kid, but we just went straight back into it raw.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you watch it as a kid, though, you never watch it in order or anything either.
No, it's just on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just Cartoon Network, episode 27. That'll do.
Yeah.
So we went back into the first 3 episodes just to give us a bit of an establishment. Group of 7-ish kids on summer camp. The main character, Tai, talks about it's like the end of the world or something. Some sort of apocalypse going on.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, we don't care about that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's one of the most interesting things about it. There's like this weird suddenly snowing in summer. There's some iPods that appear out of the sky. These 7-ish people grab the iPods and they end up on a different planet.
It's somewhere.
They have some digital monsters, which aren't digital, they're kind of real, from what I've established. First aired in 1999, 2 years after some other show about pet monsters which evolve. So,
yeah.
Should we get some questions going before we review extensively?
Right, yeah.
Phil, do you like the phrase digivolving?
Well, you know, how else am I supposed to know it's digitally evolving? Nick?
Well, yeah, good point. So that's a yes.
Yeah,
You like the
I
phrase
love the
digivolving?
phrase.
Great. Are those kids going to be pronounced dead back on Earth?
Well, it's the middle of apocalypse. I don't think they've got much time for that.
I know, but can you imagine the new... I mean, we're only 3 episodes in. We don't know what happens during the rest of the season. But, like, are they going to say, like, oh, some sort of weird snow avalanche thing has...
What the first episode doesn't show is the minute they're all, like, swallowed up by that typhoon, like, the camp counselor runs out and goes, I'm so fired.
Yeah, that'd be great, yeah.
And he's, like, in a press conference later, like, I'm so sorry.
What's the best Digimon's name?
Oh, isn't it like Montimon or something?
Montimon. Montimon.
Mokimon or something?
I think mine's got to be Greymon, because that's the only one I remember.
Oh, there was Monochromon.
Monochromon, yeah. 2 of them had a fight, didn't they?
Yeah. And I
think they had more than one colour, or more than...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's meant to be... Monochrome is meant to be one colour.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's a bit of red or something on them.
Yeah.
So, that doesn't make sense.
Well, you know, lost in translation.
Yeah. Who would win in a battle? Ash and Pikachu, or Tai and Agumon?
This has been done by Death Battle, but it was Red and his Charizard against Tai and his Agumon.
Right.
And Tai wins.
Yeah.
Because the Pokemon relies a lot more heavily on Red's instruction. So when Red starts getting distracted, Charizard can't focus.
Yeah, I would have thought probably Tai and Agumon as well, because I've noticed in these 3 episodes they get quite involved with the battles.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon Tai would punch the shit out of Ash.
Yeah. He'd just be on the floor like...
Yeah. Pikachu...
Take it!
Pikachu wouldn't know what to do. He'd be like, Ash! Or Pika? And then Agumon would beat the shit out of Pikachu. Not even any moves or anything, they just punch the shit out of each other.
I'm not even sure if they need to digivolve.
No, they wouldn't.
Because like the whole one of like...
Well, that's just another backup, isn't it? If things start going tits up, Pikachu can't just suddenly evolve, whereas Agumon, if their owners are in danger or something...
it was very scarcely explained, wasn't it? It was like... It's because it was the early episodes and they're still trying to probably work it out themselves.
Yeah, they're like, oh, their trainers are in trouble.
Yeah, so they're gonna
digivolve.
If someone else is in trouble, you know, I'm alright.
Yeah. So yeah, I reckon Tai and Agumon would probably own that. Do you think the introduction graphics for each Digimon inspired the introduction graphics for the Suicide Squad?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. Like, that's Slipknot. He comes from this place.
This is Deadshot.
Yeah.
Deadshot is an assassin type Digimon.
This is Harley Quinn. She was the psychiatrist of the Joker. I'd watch that.
She digivolved from Harleen Quinzel to Harley Quinn.
Brilliant. I'm racing through these questions. I thought we'd discuss these more in length, but alright.
It's fine, the review's gonna...
Yeah, the review will pad it out.
3 episodes worth to review.
Can you name 3 of the protagonists' Digimon? We've had 1.
Well, Agumon.
Yeah.
Cactusmon.
No.
Walrusman.
No.
Komemon.
Who?
Tomomon.
Tentomon.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Totally, Tentomon.
Yeah.
Which is the cactus lady.
Probably.
No, that's me.
No. We could have had Agumon, Gabumon.
Oh, of course.
Biomon, Tentomon, Palmon, Gomamon, Patamon, and then I didn't write down the Digivolutions. Digivolutions? Yeah, that'd work, wouldn't it?
Digivolution.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I didn't bother listing those. So yeah, if you were playing that back at home, which I'm sure you were,
Yeah.
When well done. Imagine that they just get thrown completely out of context with a Digimon quiz, and they're like, "Oh, fuck."
If you said this now, it's well done. That's a pointless answer.
Do you like the theme song?
I didn't realise how much it repeats.
It's great, isn't it? I love how 90s it is.
I remember, for some reason, I thought there was just more to it than just
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
And then that just repeats.
I love the verse that comes in with that voice, and I don't know who sings that, but I want to find them and congratulate them. Where they go, change into digital champions to save the digital world. That's my favourite bit.
Although the way you sang it, for some reason, it reminded me more of David Bowie.
It is. Yeah. Oh, it's great. No, I love that. Yeah, there's a lot of repetitive lyrics in that, but no, fine. Did you know that wasn't the original song in the Japanese version?
Really?
It was completely different. Not even the same tune.
I mean that happens back in the 90s. That happened for localization a lot.
Right.
Like obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh had some weird Japanese kind of pop song, and then it turned into da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Fine. I'm really racing through these. Right. This is one of the more
I'm
serious.
impressed with how many questions you've written.
Yeah. I've planned this. I really enjoyed it. When I was first trying to responsibly source the episodes, I found like the Japanese one with the English subtitles, and that had the original theme song, and I was like, it's not as good.
What
the original?
The Radio Journal theme.
Yeah, it's called Butterfly. It's a bit crap.
Can you perform it for us?
No, I can't even remember it. Just some Japanese words. Right, one of the more serious questions. Would a Digimon live-action film work better than a live-action Pokemon film? Serious question.
That is a good one, actually. Well,
yeah. I think yes.
You wouldn't have to worry so much about the Pokeballs and things like that.
Well, we were talking earlier about the
population.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about the voices. Like Pokemon can't speak. Pikachu wouldn't be able to speak.
Yeah.
Digimon can speak.
Yeah.
So you can give them a bit more characterization through dialogue.
You can make them hyper realistic.
My parents were murdered.
No, like in their looks. So they look like Agumon literally just looks like a dinosaur.
That'd be great. Yeah. No, when I say live act, I'd still mean like you can cartoon them up a bit. I reckon that would work pretty well though, because you've got like obviously the setting, which we don't know as well. There is some kind of like apocalypse in the real world, and I'm quite interested to see what these like. And then you go into this colourful sort of make believe world.
There's an apocalypse there as well.
Is there?
Well, I don't know. The opening seems to suggest it. Classic Japanese dark figure like looming over the planet.
The bug thing, or
yeah.
Oh right, that thing. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, but I don't know. It's quite cool. I like some of the designs. Yeah, I think they're quite cool.
What I think most about the designs is that the second Digi-Evolution, the one that they can only do temporarily, that follows on nicely from that one.
Yeah.
But those pink blobs they are on the first one, those are completely disconnected.
Because I actually vaguely remembered Agumon from when I watched it as a kid, because he was like the Pikachu of Digimon, wasn't he?
Yeah.
At the forefront. I was like, which fucker turns into Agumon here?
Yeah.
Because they're all just little pink blobs.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Ty's the main guy. Is that Agumon? Is it? Is it, Phil? And it was. No, but I like the designs generally of the Digimon. I like how there's a story arc. Why don't we lead this into the review? Let's talk more.
Yes. Well, you like how there's...
I like there's an arc going on that you don't know what's going to happen, particularly like the weird phone booths and the tram carriage and stuff. And I'm genuinely like, okay, where's this going to go?
Although I'm not sure if it is just something that it was just a problem with the dub, but I thought they just couldn't do exposition very well.
No.
Like, exposition was just dropped on you like a bucket load.
Oh, the characters, the human characters as well. They just say things that are their character, and it gets on my tits big time. Like the little nerdy kid, and he's like, "Do you have Wi-Fi?" And I'm like, "Oh, shut up! You wouldn't say that." And then there's the cool one who starts playing a harmonica for no reason.
God, that was so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like the others are talking about. It's like maybe he doesn't know how to be a brother yet. Him and his brother don't actually live. Like, start giving all this exposition. Like. Nah, it's just been a bit of a dick.
Yeah, he's a bit. Yeah, just a bit. Actually, to be fair, I actually quite liked that. Like, like there are a couple of like of the main protagonists who I actually quite like, who sort of have a bit more depth to them. But like then there's the girl who has the cactus thing, who's just like, are we near the mall? Or like, can we go shopping? And I only wear pink. And I'm like, oh Jesus, you are annoying. She literally just talks about clothes and going shopping and stuff.
It was the 90s. That's literally one of the stereotypes in
bad
every
character.
show.
And I'm pretty sure the other girl hasn't really done anything or said anything yet.
No, she just kind of is the other girl.
Yeah.
I'm the less feminine acting one.
Yeah, I like the introduction from Ty at the beginning. She's like, she's okay for a girl. And I'm like, right,
I was like, Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
She smells a bit because girls are smelly.
But no, yeah, some of the exposition is really clunky. But again, it's a you have to fit the dub.
Yeah.
Like, and there's actually a story editor who has to rewrite things to fit the sort of English version a bit better.
Yeah, depending on which company it is, that happens more or less. Like in recent years, I've been finding it's been happening. It's been more of a direct translation. They've just been tinkering with it to make it more relevant.
Yeah.
Back in the fucking 4Kids days, 4Kids were who used to Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're the ones who edited out the guns and things like that. So you had people stood holding an invisible gun. And it was one of the things they like. It's a parody series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Always made fun of is they were like doing stuff, and one of the security guards went, "Stuff! I was shooting with my invisible gun."
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I can tell that it has been rewritten significantly.
Yeah, you got to wonder whether the Japanese gets a lot darker, because that's usually why it gets rewritten.
But I tell you what, I'm actually enjoying it. Yeah, I enjoyed watching those 3 episodes. It wasn't a chore. It wasn't like Arrow.
Arrow probably ends up better.
No, if Arrow had shorter episodes, I'd probably get through Arrow a bit easier, actually.
I think the thing with...
And it's like 20 episodes per season.
I think the thing with Arrow is it's trying to have its cake and eat it too, as a procedural show and a show with a plot.
Yeah.
So each week you've got your villain of the week, and it pretty much follows the same kind of system of Arrow tries to go after them, fails, something changes, he gets them.
And Arrow is involved.
But it also needs to progress the main storyline. Like later on they do that well, but at the beginning it's a bit...
Well, I'm quite liking this sort of adventure element of Digimon so far. Like I think it does set up like they're going to go somewhere, things are going to be explained. And I'm quite liking the intrigue so far. Because we've amongst that you've also got your classic kind of like monsters fighting and stuff.
Yeah, I thought for a show that's not based off a trading card game though, the first episode played so much like an advertisement. We're Digimon, digital monsters.
Yeah.
Collect us.
Yeah. And they're like Digimon, and they're like digital monsters, and they're like digital monsters, and they're like Digimon, and I'm like,
yeah. And there's ones where they literally go in a list, and they're all naming their own characteristics, as if it was an infomercial.
Every time they see another Digimon,
we're funny, we're cute.
And every time they're seeing another Digimon, they're just like, that's Greymon, and he's a baddie, and this happens, and that red bug thing from the first episode, that got on my tits a bit. He kept getting destroyed and then coming back, and he's like, oh no, he's coming back again.
Yeah, well, in the middle he kind of just gets distracted. I think he just kind of was like just gets bored and leaves,
and they hide in a tree or something.
Yeah, a digital tree, which they can hide inside.
I don't get what's digital about it so far. Do they get transported inside their little iPod things or something?
Or uploaded to the internet.
Yeah, because it's weird. There's different star systems and shit.
Yeah, and well, when they're speaking on the phone, isn't it supposedly the phone is like reading their mind and telling them stuff in response or something like that?
So, yeah, I actually quite like. It's got a lot of like places they could go with that. Actually. Yeah, it's quite an interesting concept so far.
Although 54 episode season.
Is it
the first season of a Digimon event? It'll be multiple. It'll probably be 1 or 2 or 3 arcs within that.
Right.
But remember, it's a Japanese weekly anime, so
some
weeks they move at snail's pace.
I just want to know why they're there.
Why they're on the island.
Why they're there. What's happening.
Why lost digital edition.
Why there's a train. Why there's some phone boxes. It's got quite a lot of intrigue. I'm liking it.
And the Digimon that can just talk to fish. And seems to be the Deus Ex Machina all the time.
Yeah. But I thought again.
I'll get my fish friends.
Talking about like the voices on the Digimon, I think they do have plenty of character each. I like the one that was talking to that girl who always wears pink, And she just turns around really brutally. Like, she's talking about her hair, and then the Digimon turns around and it's just like, "Are you always that concerned about your looks?" And I'm like, "I don't know, that was brutal." Or, "Why do you care so much about your looks?" And I'm like, "Go on, yeah."
You ugly bitch.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck. No, so yeah, I think they have got plenty of character. Perhaps more than some Pokemon.
Yeah, but then that's the difficulty when the Pokemon can only say their own name. And the thing is, I think overall there's probably more Pokemon.
Yeah.
The whole focus is that Digimon, you have one, and they're your partner. Like, it's very, very
But it's
strong.
cool how they're a bit more out in the wild as well.
Whereas
they come across two fighting and stuff. I quite like that.
Whereas Pokemon, it's you're on a event, like they are just the wildlife, and you can catch them in balls. It'd be like going down the park and be like, "Oh, a pigeon."
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then, this pigeon will control me now.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're assigned. They're like assigned to a Digimon, aren't they? They don't have any. Any more. They don't collect them.
And it'd be interesting to know if the Digimon are created from that, like as if the Digimon is created because of who they are, or whether the Digimon is assigned to them already.
Is it to like counter and make them realise their own personalities better? Like the one who shut down the girl who always wears pink. Like, do you reckon it's their imagination, their imaginary constructs to make them realise their self potential a bit better?
Possibly, but then like that computer nerd, his one is like a robotic bug, so his isn't really like any. His is like a supportive one.
But maybe it's to make him a bit more fun. Because like the nerdy one's like always just talking about his computer and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, well,
maybe you need to loosen up a bit."
Yeah. Get off your fucking computer, you shit. No, I'd be interested to see where it goes, and I'm probably actually going to try and get myself through that season.
Or at least the first arc.
The first arc, yeah. See where they go, see why they're there, see what the point of the Digimon is.
It's a shame we're getting so near the end of the series. We could have had Nick's weekly Digimon update.
Yeah. No, I probably won't touch it again. But,
just so full of hope now.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it there and then just imagine what happens for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because there's theories about aliens and stuff in there as well. The little nerdy guy. He's talking about aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And you've got the hypochondriac who's trying to use the phone for ages long after everyone else realised it was
broken on the floor. Oh, that guy's so annoying.
He is a bit.
But, no, yeah.
But then he has the fish Digimon. So maybe he'll get taught to love the fish.
Oh, and at first, when he first gets it, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, it's on me!" And I'm just like, "Oh, shut up! You know it. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Shut up!"
It's bad that I know someone who'd probably act like that.
I think we all do, but it's just a bit annoying. So yeah, human characters, some bad dialogue, but somewhat distinct and relatable in certain aspects. If a bit cliched in their own rights. Like, they feel like an amalgamation of personality traits.
Yeah, well, they feel like an amalgamation of personality traits, and also very much sticking to the classic stereotypes of a cartoon.
So maybe they'll, maybe the Digimon will make them change their, become less cliche. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows where it could go? I think it's got a lot of potential, and I reckon it has probably got a stronger TV narrative than what I've seen of Pokemon. I know Pokemon can do really great stuff with its animated
It's just been so long since I've seen the actual Pokemon anime.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's still going.
At the end of the day, like, when you watch the first 3 episodes of Pokemon, it's just like a guy who just wants to like beat a gym, basically. Whereas this has got a little bit more background intrigue.
Yeah,
I find.
Yeah, you've got to wonder.
But then again, Pokemon was originally a game, so you can't really put too much stick on it.
Yeah, you've got to wonder whether Digimon in Japan came after Pokemon or before it, and whether they just localised it.
I think the original run of Pokemon was before Digimon.
In Japan?
Yeah. 97 was the original run of Pokemon, I think.
But then they've done several Digimon series, haven't they? Because I'm not sure where...
I think it's still going.
Really?
I think so.
Because I know Digimon Adventure goes for 2 seasons of 50 or so episodes.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think the series after that, I think follows the youngest. He's still around.
What,
but
TK?
TK, but I think it replaces everyone else.
Huh.
Like, as in, it's like Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, they slowly but surely grow up.
Right.
Which is something that Ash never does.
And like the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, no one watches it.
No. there was clearly a territory war in the early noughts, and Pokemon absolutely destroyed Digimon, and that was it. Because there's been some Digimon games as well.
Have there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they did. Hang on, I've bookmarked a fact or something. There was a game based on the first season, like pretty much exactly based on the first season.
What system was it on?
What else did I mention in my notes before we wrap it up? I prefer it to watching that episode of the Clone Wars that we watched. I like the story arc, weird characterization. I mentioned that the harmonica was weird.
Yeah, that blonde guy was pretty much Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I put here I kind of like the voice. Oh, the creature voices. I've already mentioned that. I put here an emergency link as well in case I needed to bring up any facts, but I'm not going to use that. Yeah, it's good. It's a good narrative.
Well, I've got a list of Digimon video games.
Oh, he's on it.
There's one on the Sega Saturn.
Right.
One on the original PlayStation.
Right. That's might be the one I was talking about.
Digital Monster version Wonder Swan, released for a system called the Wonder Swan.
Great. The Wonder Swan.
It wasn't even the first in the series.
Is that a name of a Digimon?
What is?
That's Wonder Swan. Wow, that looks incredible.
It was Bandai, like from Namco Bandai.
Okay, yeah.
Back when they were just Bandai, they tried releasing a handheld called the Wonder Swan.
Wonder Swan.
Apparently did not catch on like the Game Boy did.
No.
I'm basically seeing if there's any of these we could emulate, because that'd be really funny.
Oh, what, for a Let's Play?
Yeah.
Potential Synop Let's Play there.
I mean, the earliest that I could do currently is the one on the GameCube, the Digimon World 4, but I have a feeling that might be beyond our knowledge of Digimon. But we'll look into it. So shall I start rapping?
Let's start rapping. We've got there. Not bad considering we watched
3 episodes.
3 episodes of Digimon.
So yes, that brings us to the end of another show. We only have 2 more left in the second season. So next week, join us where we will be breaking format and we will be doing a Zelda quiz. It will be more visual than usual. It will be more people than usual.
There'll be no news.
There'll be no news. This is the last week of the season we're doing news reviews.
That's right. So let's hope. Well, actually,
let's hope nothing happens.
Let's hope nothing happens.
So we haven't missed anything. If you want to catch any content before then, you can head to the blog, which has a link in the description, where last week's column, was by me, and it was on DC's kind of sense of humour and its use of like humour in its things and where it could go from there, and basically about its universe. And this week it is Nick.
And I'll be talking about, again, something that isn't superheroes, because I'm going to save that for the final week. I'm probably going to talk about the BBC.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Aside from that, join us on Fridays where we are still playing through Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes.
Not for much longer.
Well, hopefully. I think that's part 10 this week.
Wow.
Yeah, getting released this week.
Yeah.
So if you want to catch up on that, you can find a playlist on our channel and you can marathon them.
Yeah.
It's the exciting adventure of 2 men slowly going crazy. Apart from that, you've got the Twitter, which is @CynopPodcast, where we post witticisms, and if you follow it, you'll never miss an upload or a blog post, because we post them all there.
That's right. With a Sunday roundup.
With a Sunday roundup, which is all the links all at once, which is good. It means if you missed anything.
We're spoiling you.
So we got all that stuff, but for now, I think it will be see you next week for the quiz, which I'm really looking forward to.
As am I.
Really excited. Quizmaster here and our
idiot here who doesn't know anything.
So, we'll see you then. I've been Phil.
And I've been Nick.
Thank you for listening to the Cynical Optimists. Bye.
Bye. Digimon. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digivolve into champions. Digivolve into ultimate.
Digimon makes noise.
Digimon monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon. That is really repetitive.
It literally is. I thought there was at least more words.
See you next week.
Nice outro.